Good evening and happy Wednesday, everybody. I am Chef Gary with the YMCA of Central Florida. We are back live in my kitchen for another edition of Healthy Living Live. You know, it's spring, and nothing says spring to me more than fresh fruits and vegetables. And one of the things I love about spring is peas. So we're going to be making a pasta dish tonight that was kind of inspired by a lot of you who reached out to me and said, "Hey, do you have anything that's simple and easy to make and doesn't take a lot of time that my kids are going to enjoy, that my family's going to enjoy, and that I can make really quickly and easily because I'm busy. We have a lot of things going on." So tonight we're making a spring pea pasta. Spring pea pasta. We're going to throw the recipe up there for you so you can see what it looks like and have all the ingredients. While we're doing that, I'm going to get my water started to boil a little bit, and we're going to go through the ingredients. So the first thing we have, of course, is a whole wheat fusilli pasta. We're using our gluten-free because, as those of you who um, tune in often know, that my wife and I like to have gluten-free pasta in the house. We have some Parmesan cheese just for garnish at the end. We have a part skim ricotta cheese. You can use whole milk if you want, but I'm using a part skim tonight. We also have some freshly grated Parmesan, of course, those spring peas, some lemon zest, some lemon juice, and some crushed red pepper for a little heat and a little hot. And then we'll just garnish with some fresh basil. This is oh, so beautiful. We just pulled this out of our garden a little while ago before the show, before we got started and went live here. So um, I'm going to move this to the back burner while we're getting the water to a boil, and make sure that your water is well seasoned. Lots of salt in there. This is your opportunity to really season that pasta and get that pasta ready to go. And this pasta is going to take about 6 to 7 minutes. Right towards the end, we're going to throw those peas in just to warm them through because we don't want them. Now you can use frozen peas, you can use fresh peas. We're using fresh peas tonight, but you could use anything you want. So we're going to get this water to a boil. Let's see, we have some people that are logging in. Dominique Fletcher, what brand of gluten-free pasta do you use? That's a great question. We use a rice and quinoa pasta that we buy at Trader Joe's. We happen to like it. It doesn't get really gummy or gluey. So we really, that's the one that we tend to go to 90% of the time to use, and it reheats well too. So that's the pasta that we like to use. So my water is boiling. I am going to get that pasta in there, and we're going to give that a little stir. And that's going to take about 6 to 7 minutes, and I'm just going to set my timer. No harm in setting a timer. You don't want to forget about it as you're doing it. And I'm going to bring the rest of these ingredients over here. Where's everybody from tonight? We always have a lot of great people on. Where's everybody from? Go ahead and tell us where you're from. In the meantime, let's talk about what we're making. So we got the pasta, right? So what if you don't like peas? What can you do if you don't like peas? Asparagus, mushrooms, really just about anything. Spinach would probably be great with this as well. So we got a lot of really good things. Broccoli. Oh, broccoli would be fabulous. We eat a lot of broccoli, so I left broccoli out tonight because we eat it so often in our house that I just really thought we should do something different. Dominique, thank you. You're here from Ocala. Oops, we don't want to boil over. That's okay. See, I get so excited talking to everybody that I kind of forgot about my water and didn't control it, but that's okay. We'll just clean that up a little bit, and then um, that's what we have cleaning supplies for after everything is cooked. So we'll get that boiled. That's We'll lower the heat on that because that's boiling. So Parmesan cheese, ricotta cheese, um, lemon zest, lemon juice. This is good. This is one of those dishes that is so really good. We have Marilyn Helfgott from West Palm Beach, Florida. Thank you for joining us. Oh, Lori and Oscar are here tonight. Thank you for joining us, Lori and Oscar. We have who's that?
Janae.
Janae from Orlando joining us. So thank you for being here tonight. We got this pasta going. Now, as this pasta is going, even though it's a rice and quinoa pasta, you're going to get a little starch out of it. And we want to use that starch to kind of thin out our sauce and help our sauce come together at the end. So we're about 3 minutes in. So I'm going to get some of that starchy water out.
Yeah,
You can see how starchy that is, and we're just going to set it aside. You probably only need about a quarter of a cup or so, but I always like to have a little extra.
what's the starchy water going to do?
So the starchy water is going to help to bring the sauce together. It'll thicken the sauce a little bit. It'll thin the sauce out. It'll help the ricotta cheese and the Parmesan cheese all come together. So it's really gonna be nice as it comes together. And then when we have about 2 minutes left, we'll throw those peas in there. These are fresh peas. You can use frozen, like I said. So any other questions we have?
Well, how about the type of pasta you chose? Why did you choose the fusilli?
Oh, I chose the fusilli, and this is what you want to do with a lot of your dishes, right? I chose the fusilli. Don't do this if you don't have chef fingers, but I chose the fusilli because it has all these great little curves in it, and that'll really hold the sauce nicely, and the sauce will be all over it. You could do this with penne. You could, of course, do this with fettuccine. You could do it with spaghetti. But this will really hold all that sauce together and really make it nice and creamy and good when you
And
get
it's
it.
stabbable.
And it's stabbable.
You like that.
Any other questions?
So can you use whole pea pods instead of just the shell?
I wouldn't use whole pea pods. Excuse me. I wouldn't use whole pea pods. I would make sure they're out of the shell because you don't want to bite through a pea pod. It just wouldn't taste very good.
Okay.
All right. And this whole dish is actually going to come together in one pot. So we're going to, once we drain the pasta, all the sauce and everything we're going to make in the pot. We're going to put the pasta back into it and put it back together. So it's really going to be, this is that true one pot meal. What do you want to add to this? Maybe you need a protein with dinner, right? So you could add shrimp, you could add scallops, you could add salmon, you could add chicken, you could add tofu, you could add any of the meatless kind of soy meatless um, proteins. So there's lots and lots of stuff you can add to this.
Edamame, would that work?
Edamame would be a great substitute for the peas if you wanted that. Absolutely.
How about kid friendliness? Do kids like this one?
I think your kids are going to love this dish. You know, a lot of people, this has things that your kids are going to love. Pick a vegetable that your kids like, though. You know, if your kids don't like peas, don't try to make them eat the peas. Pick something else that they might like. Maybe they like asparagus. Maybe, like Betsy said, they like broccoli. So there are lots of vegetables that you can put in this. Red pepper would be great in this. You could do some red pepper, or even roasted red pepper can go in this dish pretty well.
Okay, so how do I tell the pasta is done? It's gluten-free.
Yeah, so the gluten-free pasta takes a little less time. Sometimes this is a small piece of pasta, as you can see. So this only takes, yeah, that's done actually. So 6 minutes, which is exactly what the bag said, and cook it to the instructions on the bag. Peas, green peas. I'm going to put these right in here with the pasta just for the last few minutes, minute or so. We have like what 12 seconds of cooking left. I'm putting the peas in there now just to warm them through. Right? We don't want to overcook them. Peas are really small. They don't need a lot of time to cook. Mushy peas are not our thing. Same if you were using asparagus, if you cut the asparagus into small little pieces, you don't need to put it in here for really all that long. You know, 30 seconds to a minute is more than enough probably. And it'll cook. And don't forget, you're going to have some holdover cooking after it comes out because we're not going to throw cold water over this or anything. This is just going to be drained, and then we're going to go back to finish the sauce. Holdover cooking means that after it cooks, there's still some heat in your food, so it's still going to continue to cook a little bit before it's finished.
Got it.
So That's good. Look how beautiful those peas are. Those peas are a nice bright
Yep.
green, right? That's what we want. That's what we're looking for. So
They're done.
I am just going to drain this pasta and these peas here over the sink. Now my pan, remember my pan is hot. I am going to just put this pasta and these peas over there just to set it aside. Now, hot pan, we're going to turn this onto a low heat and I'm going to add a little bit of that pasta water back in. We're going to add in our cheese, our ricotta cheese.
Maybe a spatula to get that out.
A spatula or a whisk. This was about a cup of ricotta cheese, but don't forget we have a lot of pasta here. So we got the ricotta cheese, we got the Parmesan cheese.
This makes for 4.
This is making for 4, yeah. So we got the Parmesan cheese. We're gonna kind of whisk that together. See how nice and smooth that's getting?
So the pasta water is helping it just kind of mesh.
Yep, we're meshing that all together. We got a little lemon zest, right? You guys know I love to use the zest of any citrus fruit when I'm cooking because it brings out so much flavor in the food. Lemon zest, lime zest, grapefruit zest, orange zest, any of those kind of things brings out a ton of flavor.
Brightens the bright.
Yeah, bright, absolutely. Lemon juice, juice of 1 lemon, right in there. We're gonna mix that together. I am gonna season this with a little bit of pepper.
You know who's on? We found hello from the San Francisco Bay Area.
Oh,
Olivia, Ray, and Laurie are watching.
yay. Olivia is our lovely niece. She is going to be 2 years old this year, in just about a month. So we are excited that she's watching me cook
Taking notes.
and taking notes. Right. She's going to cook this dish for us one day. So we got all that. So this is your sauce, right? Look how smooth this is. Look how nice this is. Let's add in some of those red pepper flakes.
And the red pepper works well with the creaminess of the sauce, right?
Yeah, the red pepper will work really nicely with the creaminess of the sauce. So there you go. It's really all put together now. Let's bring this pasta back over here. And I'm just going to add this pasta back in.
Okay.
All those beautiful green beans, green peas, yes, green peas. And I'm just going to take my spatula and kind of fold it all together. We'll bring that heat up a little bit. We don't want to burn this, right? Because there's the cheese is going to burn if we have too much. But you can see how nicely.
So just kind of keep it on low, a little bit more than low, just to help it.
Yes, and you can smell it. Smell how good that smells.
Oh, it's very cheesy.
And look at how that's coating the pasta.
Yeah.
Right? So you got it in all those nooks and crannies.
You know, a kid might like this because it's kind of like mac and cheese.
It is kind of like mac and cheese. And you know what's great about this dish, if you notice? And if you wanted to, you could put some garlic in here too. But I didn't cut anything. No knives, no cutting, no chopping or anything. If you wanted to add a little fresh garlic to this, you could even grate the garlic into it and add some grated garlic. So just get this to stay warm. And let's get we have these beautiful little bowls here, beautiful little red bowls. Oh, let's not knock the equipment over. We'll get these beautiful pasta in these beautiful red bowls here.
Okay. Cute. Look at these little red bowls.
Look at that.
Looks like the Christmas gift.
That's gorgeous. And then a little extra Parmesan cheese on top. Look how small this piece of Parmesan is. That's because I use it all the way up. Once you get down to the rind, save it. Freeze this. Throw it into soups, stews. It gives some really nice added flavor. So let's just get a little.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, we live over in Winter Garden. If you're looking to try to find us for this meal.
We got that. And how about a little bit of basil? right on top to garnish it.
Beautiful.
How's that? That is gorgeous. That is a great looking dinner. We're going to actually probably warm up some shrimp, just saute up some shrimp to put on top of this tonight as part of our dinner. But this is it. Simple, easy. Thank you for asking for a simple, easy dish. Those of you who have emailed me or written in and asking us for that, we really appreciate it. Um, Remember this weekend, Healthy Kids Day. It's the 30th anniversary of Healthy Kids Day. All of our Ys in Central Florida will be having an event for Healthy Kids Day this weekend, and we look forward to seeing you there. There'll be games, there'll be swim tests, swim assessments, all kinds of stuff going on at all of our different Ys. You'll be able to sign up for sports, for camps, all kinds of things. Information is on our website, as are these recipes. All of our recipes are on our website as well at ymcacf.org for more recipes and more information about the Y. Thank you so much for tuning in, for joining me tonight. I will see you next week, next month. Next month, we have special guests joining us from Healthy West Orange, and we're going to cook up something special. I don't know what it is yet, but we're going to cook up something special with one of our special guests and one of our partners. So look forward to seeing you then, and have a great evening. Try this dish, enjoy it, and we'll talk to you soon.